Hi guys, Lynn here, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I want to do a quick pick-a-card reading on relationships. We're going to get Spirit's guidance on relationships. I'm going to use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot along with the Mirror Love Oracle and the Psychic Tarot for Hearts. Now, as always, I'm going to pull 3 runes and 3 crystals, and we'll get started. My runes here. Really mix them up here. All right, the first rune we have for the first deck is going to be radio. I'll set that right there for now. The second rune we're going to use is the Hagalaz rune. And the last one we're going to use is Jera. So there are 3 runes. Pull the 3 crystals. The first crystal we have is Selenite. That'll go with that radio rune. Next crystal we have here is Moonstone. That's going to go with the Hagalaz rune. And let's see, get one more crystal, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, the last crystal we have is the RoseQuartz crystal. That's going to go with the Jera rune. For the sake of time, I've already prepared the cards. So I'll get everything situated here and we'll see what Spirit's guidance is. All right, we have our 3 decks, our 3 piles, whichever you prefer to refer to them as. I'm going to call them spreads. We have our 3 spreads here. The first spread is going to be identified by the Selenite crystal or the radio rune. The second spread or pile can be identified by the Moonstone crystal and the Hagalaz rune. And then the third spread can be identified by the RoseQuartz crystal and the Jera runes. So I'll move these out the way and we'll see what what Spirit's guidance is for the first pile or the first spread. I'm going to take the crystal and the rune and set it aside for now. Here you have the moon card. The moon card can be looked at as a card of illusion or fantasy. So in this relationship spread, Spirit's guidance is saying, first of all, that things are not as they appear. this person is in a fantasy, or this person is looking at the relationship as being more than what it is. It could be that one person is giving more of themselves than the other, or one person is more emotionally attached to the relationship than the other person is. The next card you have is the heart chakra. This deals with our feelings, emotions, deep-rooted feelings and emotions. This is your heart chakra is where you find unconditional love, compassion. The next card that we have here is the Justice card. The Justice card in this reading is suggesting that the relationship is imbalanced. The relationship is not a 50-50 type of situation. It might be 60-40 or 70-30. And this person wants the relationship to be in balance. They want the relationship to be where both partners are contributing to the relationship equally. They're putting in the same amount of effort towards the relationship. Now, the card next to the Justice card is the Darkest Fears card. This card in the traditional tarot would be the Nine of Swords. So someone in the relationship has anxiety, fears, and uncertainty about the relationship. Now, the anxiety and fears that this person has can be associated with the relationship being imbalanced. The fears and anxieties that this person has is associated with the thought of the relationship being more than what it is, where this person is more in their head than in reality with the relationship. Now, what's good about this situation is that you have the World card here. The World card is a card of success. It's a card of completion. That means that this person and this relationship, that right now it may be lopsided, where one partner feels that the other partner is more engaged or more into the other person. That person is going to use their love, unconditional love. Unconditional love is when you love without bounds. You love without restrictions. You love someone unconditionally. And that person has that love in this relationship, although it's lopsided, and that person has they know that the relationship is lopsided, but at the same time, the unconditional love that's present in the relationship allows that person to continue to go forward. And by them choosing to stick with the relationship and address their fears and anxieties of the relationship being imbalanced, or of them wanting the relationship to be more than what it is at this time, by them having tenacity and follow through, they end up getting what they want. Now, let's look at the clarifier cards and see if we can get a little more insight. So again, I stated that this is a relationship where there's an imbalance. There's just a relationship where one person is currently more into the other person than the other person is. One person is giving more of themselves to the relationship than the other person is. Well, to clarify this, you have a mature man and the Ice Queen and the brunette female. The Ice Queen is someone who is very cold and emotionless. They're just very sharp. They cut to the truth. They're just very matter of fact, so to say. So what this is telling me, in this relationship, you have the mature man who feels that the female, which this is a younger female. So this is a relationship where possibly an older man is in a relationship with a younger woman, but he doesn't feel that the relationship is balanced. He feels that he's giving more of himself in the relationship than the woman is. And she's the ice queen. She doesn't have the same feelings that he has for her, for him. She does not. And right now this guy is hoping, he's fantasizing about the relationship being more than what it is, when in actuality it's lopsided. He's more into her than she is into him. But the good thing about it is she's going to come around. All of his darkest fears and anxieties that he have about, let's say, her leaving him, or them having to part ways because she's not showing him enough affection or attention, that's going to change. And in the end, he's going to be successful. This relationship is going to be able to move forward and heal. And she will, this person is going to recognize this guy's worth or his value in her life, and she's going to be more present in the relationship. Now, the rune that I have for this spread is the rune of radio. And basically this is all about progress on a journey. It can also be someone that's on a spiritual quest. But in this instance, the journey is the relationship. The movement is the relationship moving forward from being one-sided to where both parties are going to contribute equally. One person will no longer feel that the other person is taking him for granted. Now, the crystal that we had for this spread is Selenite. And coincidentally, Selenite is a crystal, when it appears, it fixes instabilities. This is a crystal that makes changes in a situation. It makes changes of stability. This relationship was unstable because it was lopsided as far as the contribution from both partners. This crystal is saying that the instability is going to be fixed. As long as these two move forward on this path together, they will overcome the feelings of injustice, the feelings that the relationship is imbalanced. And then also, this is a crystal that it allows you, it causes you to create a more secure environment for yourself. It makes you want to secure your relationship. It makes you want to have comfort in knowing that my relationship is secure. And then also, anything that I no longer need, I can let go of. Here is the reading for the first spread. Looks like these guys are going to work out their relationships problems regarding it being unfair or imbalanced. And in the end, they're going to end up together. That's great. The next spread we have is the spread that has the Moonstone crystal and the Hagalaz rune. One of the people in the relationship has decided to say, I've had enough. I'm walking away. They're going through a process of healing, and the healing has occurred because they've broke free of the self-imposed bounds from the relationship. They've broke free of the addictive behavior, addictive personality behaviors. They've broken free of the violence, of abuse, of being made to feel like they're less than. This person is walking away. This relationship doesn't appear to be a good fit anymore because the person that they're in a relationship with is not a good person. They're not honest. They don't have integrity. They're selfish and they're self-centered. And then at the end of the day, this person has all of the power and control in the relationship because they have the money. It could be their home that you're staying in. This could be someone on your job, possibly a supervisor that you may be in a relationship with. But this person knows that they hold all of the power in the relationship. Now let's look at our clarifying cards and see what other information we can find out here. We see why the person wants to walk away from the relationship. They were in an open relationship. And this person got tired of being in an open relationship. And they wanted to break free from it. This could be a situation where someone wanted more of a commitment than this person was ready to give. But this looks like what I'm getting here is the person walked away because it was an open relationship, and because this person is selfish and self-centered, they felt that it was their destiny, that it's never going to end, that this person's destiny is to be in an open relationship. They choose to be in an open relationship, and it's not working anymore. It's not a good fit anymore. And this person, the main reason why this person is walking away from this open relationship is because they have children. They don't want their children to see them in an unhealthy relationship where the behaviors could spill over and affect them due to the parent being in an unhealthy relationship. The rune that we have for this is Hagalaz. Hagalaz basically means that somewhere in your environment or in your relationship, in this instance, Hagalaz means in your relationship, that there's a lot of chaos, bad things happening, bad behaviors. This person broke free from bad behaviors in a relationship. Hagalaz is just confirming that this relationship is in a bad place. Nothing good is coming out of it. It's a disaster. This relationship is full of chaos and confusion. Now, the crystal that went with this particular spread is Moonstone. Moonstone, as you can imagine, deals with your intuition. And as such, it deals with issues that are beneath the surface. See, these issues were beneath the surface. That's why this person walked away. They walked away because they had enough. This person was ready to walk away. This crystal when this crystal appears, it can mean that your intuition is an intuitive stone. So you're using your intuition, and it's saying that the issues beneath the surface have now come to the surface. You're ready to deal with them. You're ready to walk away. This is the problem, the open relationship. You are someone that wants to date several women or men, and this person is tired of it. So they're walking away. Now let's see what the third spread has. What is the message? What is Spirit's guidance or message for the third spread? In this spread, you have the crystal RoseQuartz. and the Rune of Jera. The Judgment card here generally means when someone has had a moment of truth, a moment of clarity. Let's say like a aha moment. So pertaining to the relationship, this looks like someone who has been in a situation and they may have been misled, or they may have been in a relationship with someone that wasn't being 100% truthful with them. They may have discovered that the person was not being honest with things that they told them when they first met. But some type of revelation has occurred in this relationship. This person is looking for joy and stability and renewal. So this looks like someone that was in a relationship that maybe they were just in like and not in love with the person. And now they're determined like, hey, this person is not a good fit for me. I think I want to do some other things. Now the center card here, which is really important, this is the deception card. This is normally called the cheater's card also. But by this being the center card, it's saying that this person is being deceptive, or he's doing things for his own advantage or for his own betterment in the relationship. He's deceiving the Queen of Swords. Now, the next card is the 10, which is flow, which in regular tarot, this card is the Wheel of Fortune, or sometimes it's called the Wheel. But here you look at this person. Although the 7 of Swords is the center card, this card is really important. This card represents the male in this relationship. This card represents the person who's no longer happy, who's decided that, hey, maybe this relationship is not a good fit for me. This could be someone that's just laid back, and he's got the red sash across his body, which is red passion. So he's passionate about what he wants, but in a subtle way. This is someone who's looking for renewal. This is someone who's not happy in his present relationship, and he's not bored, but very melancholy. Like I could take it or leave it. I want more. And then of course you have the Queen of Swords. So this is the person who he wants to be away from. This is the person that no longer floats his boat. The Queen of Swords can be either a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is a someone who is very matter of fact. They're very direct. Now, they're also very loving. They love hard. They know what they want. They're no nonsense. And they're pretty much can be seen as pushy or maybe aggressive, or maybe they just don't take no for an answer. It's basically someone that wants to run the relationship and rule with an iron fist. And then the personalities are not matching up. Maybe initially this person was someone this guy thought that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with, but as the relationship has gone on, he's not satisfied. He's no longer content with this person's personality and how they interact in a relationship. Now let's see what our clarifying cards have to say. Well, yeah, Yes, sir. This looks like someone who is ready to leave their current relationship, and they're leaving for a blonde female, a younger person than the Queen of Wands, and it's a new love. It's a new love, and it's currently a long distance love. But this person is ready to move on to something else. This relationship has lost its luster, and he basically doesn't seem interested anymore. Now, the rune we have for this spread is Jera. And Jera normally means harvest or cycles. It can also be a time of celebration, but here I believe it focuses on a cycle. This is a cycle. The wheel of fortune, the flow, that's a cycle, an evolution. This is also a cycle. This is a time of this relationship has run its course. It's a cycle. It's run its course. This relationship has run its course, and it's because he has a new love with a younger woman, a blonde-haired female, and she's far away. She may live in a different city or even a different state, but this woman has his heart. And then, of course, the crystal for this spread is the rose quartz crystal. Rose quartz crystals coincidentally can mean a new love or a new relationship. It's also a crystal that can be used to heal old wounds, as far as, matters of the heartache, heartbreak, disappointment. It's a crystal of self-love, as well as self-esteem and personal love. And sometimes that's the extra push that you need, self-love, self-esteem, to get yourself out of a situation that no longer makes you happy. So there you have it. This has been my relationship reading. And if you found this reading to be at all entertaining or informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And until the next time, namaste.